ladies, so today we are all about the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk makeup collection. So honestly, when I saw her release this online, I was absolutely obsessed, and since I purchased it, it is literally all that I have been wearing. And I think specifically for you ladies who have a slightly more paler complexion, this collection specifically will be amazing for you. So this is the makeup look that we create. Let's get into it. Starting off with the eyes, we are going to be starting off with the Pillow Talk Luxury Palette. Sort of going in here with our darkest shade. In with the slightly lighter shade just to add in a little pop of color. So I'm now going to go in with a slightly more thicker blending brush, and I'm not going to go back into Smoke Ombre, just going in there and making the edges of my eyes slightly darker and packing it on. And now just heading back with my blending brush very gently, just buffing it out. Heading in with my Pencil Sigma brush, I'm going to just pick up a little bit of Prime Preparer again, and we are going to now just go just very gently under the eyes. I'm just blending that very gently down. In with this gorgeous Smoke Ombre shade again, I just want to add that sort of like dark rosiness underneath the lash line. I'm going to be going in with my good old Urban Decay brush. I've honestly had this brush for such a long time and it works for everything. Going into this beautiful Shine Enhance shade, and that's going to be going onto our inner middle corner. And now going into my favorite part of this makeup look is the shade here. So I am loving this, but I really am feeling like I want something a little bit more rosy for today. So I'm going to be going in with this cutie. This is the Pillow Talk Hypnotizing Pop Shot. Can we just have a moment just for this container? It opens up into the most beautiful shade inside. So this is what it looks like out of the pan. It's so pretty. So I will say for this tiny little shadow, it is pretty expensive. But I'm going to be honest and say, looking at the payoff it is giving me on my eyes, I am not regretting buying it. These eyes of mine are looking pretty naked, so let's pop on some mascara. So we're now going to go in with our blush. This is in the shade Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. I actually just used this little soft applicator on the top. And I've got to say, I'm not maybe the biggest fan of this applicator. I feel like it gets a little bit gooey after a while. And I don't really like that so much. I like to actually just use my Kabuki brush for this, which is the same brush that I use with my foundation. And I just sort of gently blend that in. I mean, you can just see it is the most beautiful shade ever. One thing to watch out with liquid blush is sometimes if the liquid blush has dried on the top of the applicator, it can be applied onto your face dry already, and that can be quite difficult to actually move around your face. So I have gone out before with like giant big circles on my face before, which was obviously a disaster. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. We're now going in with our Charlotte Tilbury highlighter, and this is also in the shade Pillow Talk. Guys, I love this highlighter so much. And again, taking my Kabuki Sigma brush and just blending that in very gently. A little bit on my brow bone. And just taking my finger and slightly blending that out. I just like to take my finger and just very lightly just apply it to my nose. And again, going in with my little Kabuki brush and just blending that all in. And my absolute favorite little part is just applying it to the top of my Cupid's bow. It just kind of adds this cute highlight. With our lip cheek pencil, this is obviously of course by Charlotte Tilbury, and in the shade, you guessed it, Pillow Talk. Just to show you guys what the actual top of it looks like. I mean, it needs a major sharpen and it's a bit messy, but at least you can actually see what the top looks like. Now going in with this Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. It's literally like a shade that is your lips but better. A little bit of Huda Beauty's setting powder. So I've got to say, I'm not one of those master bakers. I just find when you put too much powder on your face, I don't know, I just feel like it gives me wrinkles and makes my skin look dry, so I don't actually apply a lot of setting powder, which I know is not very popular on social media, but it just doesn't work for me. And our Pillow Talk Charlotte Tilbury makeup look is complete. And now moving on to my thoughts on the products. The two products that stick out the most in this collection is definitely the liquid highlighter and the liquid blush. The reason that I love these two products specifically is that I found that they can be used multi-use. So not only do I use these obviously on my cheeks, but I can also use them on my lips and on my eyes. So I feel like value for money, this is definitely the right product. And to be honest with you, the formula is just amazing. It moves on your skin super easily. You know, it's not too shiny. You can make it slightly more, you can increase the pigment. You can do something really light or super Vivo Glam with both of these products. So out of all the products in the Charlotte Tilbury collection, I have to say these are incredible. And the next product that really shines for me is this Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. It is honestly the most beautiful color, because I don't know about you, but I find it quite difficult to find lipsticks that sort of go on my skin even when I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, that don't stand out and take over the whole makeup look. But this lipstick specifically, just due to its color and its texture, it really blends beautifully even when I'm not wearing lashes and a big makeup look. So moving on to our cute pop shot, hypnotizing shot. So I gotta say, I know that this one is extremely expensive and not everyone is going to want to spend this much money on an eyeshadow palette, but oh my gosh, does this pop an absolute kick. It is super cute, super metallic, and it applies on in seconds. So for me personally, this is definitely worth the price. And moving on to the Pillow Talk Luxury palette in the shade Pillow Talk. This palette, I would highly recommend this if you are a beginner with eyeshadow. And the reason being is just at the back, they actually show you exactly in what order you should apply what shade. And honestly, as a beginner, this really helped me. And also I feel like the shades are also really beginner friendly. They're super soft, they're rosy, they'll go with any skin tone, and they'll be super easy to apply. They do also blend really easily, so if you are not all that used to using makeup brushes, it won't be a problem. So this is definitely a highly recommend from me. And that is it for today's tutorial, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this look, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.